Good morning, dear students. In today's topic, we are going to study a small chapter or a small topic, Poisons Act 1919. Before that, what is the meaning of poison? What is the word poison interprets? It means a substance that is capable of causing illness or death of a living organism when introduced or absorbed. आपण कोणत्या सबस्टन्सला पॉइझन म्हणतो की जो सबस्टन्स when it is absorbed in a living organism, it can be a human being or an animal, it can cause a harm or it can kill that living organism. Such poor substances we specify as them poisons. In this act, we are going to study the rules and regulations that has been framed by the central government and state government to control import, possession and sale of any poison. Now for example, arsenic, chloroform, then your nux vomica, belladonna, dhatura, these are your poisons. If a human being consumes them, it can cause a harm or illness. Even death of that human being or animal can take place. This is your poisons, and in this act we are going to study the rules and regulations related with your Poisons Act 1919. The objective of Poison Act is to consolidate and amend importation, possession and sale of poisons. This act provides that you have to regulate and control import of poison, possession of poison and sale of poison. What does this act provide? This act provides the rules and regulations that how you are going to control, how you are going to do the amendment in the rules and regulations related with a import of poison. एखाद्या बाहेरच्या देशातून जर तुम्हाला पॉइजन इंपोर्ट करायचं असेल, what are the rules and regulations? If you are having a sale license, then what are the norms related with possession and sale of poison? Then second objective, that is related with storage and labeling of poisons, that a container in which you are going to store a poison. What are the different containers in which you are going to store the poison? The format of labeling, etc., that is specified in your Poisons Act 1919. Now, if I have to give the example of poison like mercury, arsenic, lead, then if you go to crude drugs, then belladonna, nux vomica, dhatura, etc., this fall under the class of your poison. These are the objectives of your Poison Act 1919. Then there is only one definition, that is definition of a poison. What do you mean by poison? Any substance which is specified in a rule or notification issued under Poisons Act 1919 shall be deemed to be poison for the purposes of Poison Act 1919. What is the definition of poison? की ह्या ऍक्ट मध्ये जो एक शेड्यूल आहे, त्या शेड्यूल मध्ये जे सबस्टन्सेस स्पेसिफाईड केलेले असतील, that substances we will call as a poison for the purpose of Poison Act 1919. Poison Act 1919 साठी कोणते सबस्टन्स पॉइझन आहे की जे ह्या ऍक्टच्या शेड्यूल मध्ये क्लास ए आणि क्लास बी मध्ये जे स्पेसिफाईड केलेले असतील, only that substance we will call as a poison. Therefore it says that any substance which has been specified in rule or notification, this rule or notification, it has been framed under Poison Act 1919, and that is to be known as poison for the purpose of Poisons Act 1919. Sometimes in your examination, instead of using a word poison, they ask you define specified poison. The definition of both of them is same. Specified means which is specified in Poison Act 1919. Therefore, you have to remember both the terms, either defined poison or defined specified poison. Both of them is having the same meaning. Now in that, the first topic, power of state government to regulate possession for sale and sale of poison. Now here you have to remember that in this act it has been clearly specified that import of poison, the rules and regulation will be framed by the central government, while sale, possession, the rules and regulations will be framed by respective state government. पॉइझन ऍक्ट 1919 मध्ये एक गोष्ट एकदम क्लिअरली स्पेसिफाईड आहे की जर तुम्हाला पॉइझन इम्पोर्ट जर करायचं असेल देन द रूल्स विल बी फ्रेम्ड बाय द सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट. पण पॉइझन सेल करायचं असेल, पोजेशन असेल एक्सेट्रा, देन द रूल्स विल बी फ्रेम्ड बाय द स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट. हियर वी आर गोइंग टू सी पोजेशन फॉर सेल and sale of any poison. The rules has been framed by the state government. We will see the rules one by one. The state government may regulate or make a rule to regulate within the whole or any part of the territories under its administration where it can control the possession for sale or sale of any specified poison, whether as a wholesaler or retailer. सगळ्यात पहिला पॉइंट काय आहे की स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट जेवढी स्टेट टेरिटरी आहे किंवा जेवढा स्टेटचा एरिया आहे त्या पूर्ण एरियामध्ये किंवा त्या एरियाच्या एखाद्या स्पेसिफिक पार्ट मध्ये हु इज अंडर द ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट, it is going to frame a rule or regulation for a wholesaler or retailer. And what are that rules? We will see that rules one by one. Wholesaler and retailer साठी rules काय आहेत that we will see one by one. The first one, grant of licenses. Now grant of licenses means any person who is willing to do the sale of a poison, he will make an application along with the prescribed fees to the state government or the authority which has been appointed by the state government. ज्या व्यक्तींना होलसेल किंवा रिटेल लायसन्स पाहिजे असेल पॉइझन सेल करण्यासाठी, अशी व्यक्ती जी ऑथॉरिटी स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट अपॉइंट करेल त्या ऑथॉरिटीकडे तुम्ही ऍप्लिकेशन कराल along with the prescribed fees. If the authority is satisfied, then the license will be granted either as a wholesaler or retailer. Classes of persons to whom such license may be granted. Now in this parameter or in this point, it is up to the authority that to whom the license may be granted. Every person who is making an application for the licenses, प्रत्येक व्यक्ती जी लायसन्स साठी ऍप्लिकेशन करते प्रत्येकालाच सेल लायसन्स इश्यू होणार नाही. The state government will frame the class of person. Class of person means whether it is a veterinary, whether it is related with agriculture, whether it is related with human beings, etc. According to that, the license is going to be issued. That is first one, that is grant of license. Second, classes of person to whom license may be granted. Third one, classes of person to whom such poison may be sold. जसं आपण classes of person बघितले to whom the license is granted, in the same way state government also frames a rule related with poison sold to whom it may be sold. कोणत्या व्यक्तींना तुम्हाला पॉइझन सोल्ड करायचंय, बिकॉज misuse of a poison can take place. It can be used for mischievous purposes. Therefore, the state government will decide the persons to whom the poison may be sold, and the person to whom the poison has been sold, the maximum quantity will be decided by the state government. जे पॉइझन तुम्ही एखाद्या व्यक्तीला सोल्ड करताय त्या व्यक्तीला त्या पॉइझनची किती क्वांटिटी तुम्ही सोल्ड करू शकता, मॅक्सिमम क्वांटिटी, that is also framed by the state government. In that means we have studied 4 points. One was grant of license, classes of person to whom the license will be granted, class of person to whom the poison may be sold, and maximum quantity of any poison that may be sold to the person. Second one, the state government rules also provide maintenance of registers of sale. Means you have to maintain the sale register. ज्या व्यक्तींना लायसन्स ग्रँट झालंय आणि जे सेल ऑफ पॉइझन कॅरी आउट करतायत इन अ प्रिस्क्राइब्ड फॉर्मॅट, they have to maintain the sale registers. It is very important criteria that every poison which has been purchased, that is to be noted down into the register, and the poison which has been sold, that is also be noted down into the register. Nowadays computers are available, therefore there is no physical maintenance of registers. All the data which is maintained, that is in the form of softwares in your computers. That is also allowed it for maintenance of sale registers. These registers will be periodically inspected by the concerned authorities. हे जे रजिस्टर तुम्ही मेंटेन करतायत, these registers will be periodically inspected by the authorities coming to your premises, and they may check or tally that how much poison you have purchased, to whom you have sold, how much quantity has been sold, etc. Then next come, the state government will frame a rule related with labeling of vessels, packages and coverings. The poison ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही स्टोर करणार आहे, it can be a container, if it is a solid one it can be a package, that package can have another covering, etc. What are the particulars to be specified on the label, that will be decided by the state government. Inspection and examination of a poison will be carried out which has been possessed by a vendor. Now vendor means it is a person who is carrying out purchase and sale activity. Vendor कोणाला म्हणतो आपण की जो purchase आणि sale activity मध्ये involved आहे. This premises of the vendors will be regularly inspected and examined by the authorities, so that all the rules and regulations which has been framed by the state government are followed or not will be verified by the concerned authorities or the person which has been deputed by the concerned authorities. Then this is the most important one which is asked in your examination. Power of the state government to regulate possession of any poison in certain areas. याचा meaning काय? Now you know that poison, it can be used for mischievous purposes or it can be used for illegal activities. Therefore in an area, if regularly in a local area or in a local premises, if regularly or continuously any poison is used for mischievous purposes. Mischievous purposes means it can be used for killing of a human being, it can be used for poisoning of cattle, it can be used for killing of cattle, etc. एखाद्या लोकल एरिया मधून जर अशा कंटिन्युअस केसेस जर स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंटला रिपोर्ट होत आहेत, at that time first of all the state government will impose the restrictions which are desirable फॉर द सेल ऑफ पॉइजन इन दॅट लोकल एरिया. ज्या एरियामध्ये कंटिन्युअस मिस्चिवियस ऍक्टिव्हिटीजसाठी जर पॉइजन यूज होत आहे तर अशा एरियामध्ये स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट सगळ्यात पहिले रेस्ट्रिक्शन्स इम्प्लिमेंट करते रिलेटेड विथ द सेल ऑफ पॉइजन, and the person who has been involved in such mischievous activities, such person will be punishable with imprisonment up to 1 year or fine up to 1000 rupees or both. This is the offense and penalty related with a poison which is used in a local area for mischievous activities, and the person who has been involved in such activities will be punishable with imprisonment up to 1 year, fine up to 1000 rupees or with both. Now I have already told you that the import of poison, the rules has to be framed by the central government. The rules will be framed by the central government. The central government will issue licenses for import of poison. The central government may prohibit the import of any poison except approved custom frontiers. Now, what is the meaning of custom frontiers? Now, in India, any substance or anything which is imported either by a road, railway route, by air or by sea, the state government has approved certain places. At that places only that imported materials or goods should be landed. It's a meaning का है कि state government ने काही प्लेसेस अप्रूव्ड केले आहेत. रोड साठी असतील तर त्याच्यासाठी प्लेसेस अप्रूव्ड आहेत, बाय सी साठी अप्रूव्ड आहेत, बाय एअर साठी अप्रूव्ड आहे, एक्सेट्रा. मग जे काही तुम्ही इम्पोर्ट करणार आहेत that import of goods should be landed at that specified place only, and if the goods are not landed at that specified place, then it will be an offense as per the rule of the central government. That is the meaning of custom frontiers. Now, for example, if it is by a air route in Maharashtra, the approved places in Mumbai, that the import should be done at the Mumbai airport. If the person is doing the import at Jalgaon airport, then it is against the rule of the central government. The central government may ban illegal poison. Now, what is the meaning of ban? Every year, by notification into the official gazette, the central government prepares the list of poison. According to that list, the poison which has been specified in that notification, a person cannot carry out the import of the poison which is specified in that notification. कारण त्या notification प्रमाणे काय आहे? That list of poison has been banned by the central government for the purpose of import into India. That is, prohibit the import of banned or illegal poison into India. Now, in this act, a schedule is given in which the list of poison has been specified in class A and class B. We will see that one by one. So this is the schedule. This is your list A or class A. This is your list B or class B. In list A, aconite, belladonna, coca, datura, ergot, nux vomica, arsenic, opium, chloroform, etc. These are your poison according to your Poison Act 1919 specified in your list A or class A. List B or class B, essential oil of almond, all salts of barium, tincture of cantharitis, carbolic acid, gaseous acetic acid, sulfuric acid, cyanides like potassium cyanide, denatured spirit, formic acid, etc. These are your poison according to the list B given in the schedule of your Poison Act 1919. And last one, last topic, this is a very small chapter, that is offenses and penalties. First one, whoever commits a breach of any rule which has been framed for possession or sale of poison, it is an offense. Breach म्हणजे काय? This is the person who has done a activity against the rule framed under Poisons Act 1919, that is known as breach. की एखाद्या व्यक्तीने एखादी अशी ऍक्टिव्हिटी केली that is against the rule framed under Poisons Act 1919, and that rule is related with possession for sale or sale of any poison. Second one, a person has been involved in import of poisons without valid licenses. एखादी व्यक्ती भारतामध्ये पॉइजन इंपोर्ट करते and that person is not having a import license, then it is an offense under Poisons Act 1919. Third one, breaks any condition of a license which is issued for the purpose of import any poison. Import licenses जे इश्यू झाले त्या import licenses मध्ये according to the rules and regulation a person has to carry out the import activity. If a person breaks any rule that is related with import of a poison, then it is an offense under Poisons Act 1919. For that all offenses, the punishment is or the penalty is first conviction. Now what is the meaning of first conviction? Means if the crime or if the rule has been break for the first time, त्या व्यक्तीने पहिल्यांदा एखादा रूल ब्रेक केला असेल किंवा पहिल्यांदा तो क्राइम करतोय, त्याला आपण म्हणतो फर्स्ट कन्विक्शन, दॅट इज फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. Imprisonment up to 3 months or fine up to 500 rupees or both. Second conviction or subsequent conviction, the same person who has conducted a crime to whom the penalty has been given by the court, the same person against does the crime or has been involvement in the breach of any rule, that we call as a subsequent or second conviction. Penalty imprisonment up to 6 months or fine of rupees 1000 or both. This is the penalty for the offenses which we have seen in the previous slide. Now this is a very small chapter. If you see your question papers, or all the points are important for your annual exam point of view. ह्या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपण जे जे पॉइंट्स बघितले लाईक डेफिनेशन ऑफ स्पेसिफाइड पॉइजन, ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ पॉइजन ऍक्ट 1919, पॉवर ऑफ स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट टू रेग्युलेट द possession of any poison or sale of any poison, then schedule that is class A and class B, and last that is offenses and penalties. All these points are very important for your annual exam point of view. Thank you.